Good morning, friends. It's Bob again. We're talking about being secure in God so that we can love well. And this is basically the foundation work that Jesus has done for us on the cross. But sometimes it's really hard for us to access that. And so I want to explore this idea over these next couple of posts with this idea of being seen by God in all of our intimate details, and that being part of how we actually become secure and ground in God's presence so that then we can love, not looking for others to validate us, but because we've already been validated and loved by God, that we can love freely and securely. There's a story back in Genesis chapter 16 about Abraham being promised by God that he was going to be the father of a great nation that would multiply throughout the earth. But the problem is he's 100. He doesn't have any kids, and his wife Sarai, she hasn't had any children yet, and they're old. And so Sarai comes up with this idea, which is legal. You can have a child by my maidservant. He can be your heir. She gives him her maidservant Hagar. Hagar, actually, he sleeps with her, she conceives, has a kid now, but Hagar is actually feeling pretty good about herself because of this. And so she starts, kind of despising Sarai, like, I have the kid and you don't have a kid. Sarai doesn't like it. She starts abusing her maidservant. Her maidservant Hagar takes off, runs, and she's out in the wilderness by herself, and she has an encounter with God, and God says, hey, I'm going to bless this child in your womb. And Hagar says this very important thing. She says, she names the Lord. Because of her experience with God, she gives the Lord the name El Rohi. That is the God who sees me. That God sees her, that God sees you. He sees all of the intimate details about you. He sees your pain. He sees the things that you're carrying. He sees all that with great love, great understanding, great care. But a lot of times what we do is we live kind of hidden. We live and we protect all these areas of our lives from the one who actually can help us with those things, from the one who's got the compassion for us. And so part of loving and living secure is actually sort of beginning to peel back the protective layers with God, because God sees us. Yes, he sees us, theoretically. Yes, he sees us in the real, but we need to let him into those areas of our life to see those things as he sees those things, and we experience that acceptance, that love, that safety with him. We become secure lovers. That's where we are for the first kind of step in looking at this whole idea of being seen by God. Thanks so much for joining me today. I love you. God bless you.